Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 803, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere. I'm not quite sure where I'm at today. I think I'm on the bottom other side of Canada, maybe in New York. I'm not sure. I think somewhere along the highway after a long day of driving from Michigan, driving east. To make it to Thanksgiving. So it is the end of the night after a huge day of driving. So we're going to make this be super quick because everyone has probably, throughout this day, has probably already talked the heck out of pumpdotfun. And there's nothing really more that I can do to sway on anything other than just give my two gway, because that's what I do in the dailies. I give my thoughts on things. And I gave my thought very early this morning to someone, and that's sort of expanded upon on my thesis of it and my idea of it. And so really it comes down, if you don't like it, don't talk about it, don't use it, ghost it. The reason behind that, because and I gave an example of, let's say you have 100 followers, 100 friends, and you say, oh my gosh, I hate platform X right now because they are pumping tokens that are supporting this horrible thing, this horrible thing, and this horrible thing, and this horrible thing. 99% of your friends are probably not going to go look at it. But we all know that we have that 1% of friends that they're like, oh, there's a ticker involved. You know, I can go make some money. Now, in a world right now where we have financial control, that is our choice. We get to go fucking do that. So when we try to say this, take this holier than thou, we live in a censorship resistant world. Let's go censor something we don't agree with. People are showing horrible videos of past actions of other horrible things. And so the fact that we're getting upset over things that are already on the internet, why not get fucking angry at those things that originally happened? Why get mad at the platform that is allowing people to reshare them? That's sort of getting mad at, the cow for McDonald's serving you a bad burger or something along those lines. It doesn't make that analogy doesn't make sense, but that's how asinine it is. Now, when we fuel that fire, and when we talk about, there's some amazing content creators on crypto Twitter that make air quotes cringe content. It's not really cringy. It's not the true definition of cringe. We've lightheartedly taken on the word cringe to mean not something I would do, But what it does is it makes things light and fun. And the idea is, if you're having fun, then do it. If you're not having fun anymore, then don't do it. That's the number one thing I talk about with protocols and stuff like that, and communities. That's one of the greatest things that blockchain has gotten us into, is new communities based upon what asset or what part of an asset we own. Now, talking about one of the largest communities right now and oldest, biggest, I'll talk about Yuga Labs. A lot of things that they've done, people don't like. And how did they show their disapproval? They got rid of every single asset that was tied to Yuga. I don't see anyone dumping or burning any smart contract that has the word pump in it, that has come out of the pump factory. They're just not going to the pump.fun site anymore, and they're doing it through like Joops Ape, or through Moonshots, or Bags, or any other platform that looks to aggregate token launches and make it as easy as possible for you to get in on the next gamble or the next social community that wants to form around something. Today, the community chose to form around wanting to censor a platform that creates a safe, and when I say safe, I mean contract code wise, token within a set of rules that everyone has to follow. Now, how that content is created to sell that, we have stretched ourselves on dopamine that we are so freaking thin and need such a huge shot of wham to get us excited about something. It's one of those things that it just doesn't make sense, because there's a ton of utility projects out there that'll fucking go to the moon if everyone moved their bag over to that. But we don't see people moving their bags out of pump.fun contracts because they just want to take a high and mighty approach right now. Yes, there was some horrible shit going on pump.fun from what I could see, but it doesn't stop anything else. That doesn't stop like any other meta. And you just wait, the next meta that comes along is going to be worse. You know, we've seen this type of shit happens with every new turn of new access to technology to push to make dollars. You thought this was bad. You should have seen what was going on like Craigslist. When Craigslist first launched and they had their adult section, and I'm saying that with air quotes, it's not one of those things to where this is anything new. Now, for those people that like saw it and took a quiet stand and just, went and unfollowed pump.fun and said, hey, I got my bags, I'm just not going to participate anymore, but not even having to like virtue signal in any way, shape, or form, hell yeah, go you. That is if you want to see a meta die, that is the quickest and fastest way to do it. Your dollars, your feet, your eyes, and your ears. So as long as something still as long as people still show up, even if it's just with a bowl of popcorn to watch the fucking fire burn, the fire is going to keep burning. That is how starved for attention some people are. And that's how easy it is to make the attention economy move in a way that allows for this cycle to keep happening. So if you think this is new, it's not. We saw this last bull cycle. We saw this the last cycle before that. And we'll see this next cycle as well. Now, Pump Fun has always been at the edge of like envy and hatred and awesome all at the same time, because they're moving so fast and they're breaking shit. They're a little bit of the envy of the town because of what they're generating revenue wise. And what's really hilarious is everyone in the community is like, oh my god, this airdrop's going to be awesome. Why does the airdrop have to be awesome? Why does Pump.fun have to give a single dollar back to anyone? That's capitalism at its finest. They made a fucking platform that anyone could do something on for creating a token, and it mass produces that. I think then the number of tokens created today, from what I saw from someone else's post, still same as many as yesterday, average day before that. And it's gonna be probably the same tomorrow, because people don't care. Well, now, am I a little upset that the live stream shit got taken away? Hell yeah. I was gonna go make a fucking. I made a taco token, I think, the day Pump.Fun launched. And so probably one of the oldest unbonded, non-rugged, non-scam tokens on Pump.Fun. But I wanted to go make like a BD token, business development. And like just literally have the live stream be me working all day and having like calls with like different projects and protocols, and hopefully like as I like if I score a deal and like secure like a project's funding or something like that, like the price go up, and if I don't do good, the price go down or something. Who knows? That's something that I was sort of hoping for to do after Thanksgiving. Now I can't do that. So to all the people that was putting out horrible shit, fuck you for ruining something cool. Because that's what happens when we have cool things. People break them, and it takes them away from everyone else. But what is interesting is the fact that Pump.Fun isn't going away. They just turned off live streams until they can get more human mods. Now, I'm off my rant. I'm done. But someone did show up on stage on Twitter that I'm gonna let's see what he has to say. Let's bring him up on stage for a minute before we end this tonight's show. Luis, GM. Oh, says you can now speak. Luis, you there? Let's see. Are you there, Luis? I'm going to drop you down and bring you back up. It says I added you as a speaker and that you can now speak. It should be good. Lewis. All right. He's dropping back down. Let's see if we can get him back up. Because I think he might invite to speak. Oh, he dipped out. So we'll wait a minute and we'll be kind to see if he comes back. He might have been trying to hook in with desktop. Desktop's been having some Twitter bugs. So back to the rant. The rant is now over. My suggestions are, if you don't like something, the number one way to show that is with your dollars. Next, and in conjunction with that, would be your feet, ears, and eyes. And that is what gets people to change things. Not virtual signaling, not like, oh my God. How many people, when there was like the hate coins going on for a second there, how many people were virtue signaling that they didn't like that shit, yet they had one of them in their bag. So just because people are talking about crazy shit doesn't mean that they're out of the crazy shit. So that can be a disappointment piece there. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But it looks like Luis isn't able to make that round trip back up, so we'll have to talk to him on the flip side. But this is my rant. You don't like cringe, and that is what it is. Cringe, dirty shit. I don't like it either. Best way to show your feet, is with your feet. Your dollars. Ghost that motherfucker. Am I gonna ghost Pump.Fun? No, because they're just a platform. It's sort of like right now how we have Sony Music Group suing Cox, which is a internet provider for who knows how many states, for users using BitTorrent to pirate music. So, yeah, that's sort of where it's at right now. If you don't like what pump.fun is doing, walk away. Go find another platform. Go find that rush somewhere else. That is the best way you can show your distaste for pump.fun. And if enough people do that, pump.fun will then most likely change its ways, because they want to continue making the hand of fists full of money that they are making each day. So that's capitalism at its finest. It goes both ways. So the TLDR is that crazy shit is not cool, but at the same time, virtue signaling about censorship on what's supposed to be an immutable and censorship-resistant blockchain, is also not cool. So, till next time, I hope everyone has a great night. GM to all of those that joined us. I want to thank everyone on LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, Xerox Degens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Unlonely, and on-chain via Solana, thanks to Soul Media Tech and Filecoin. We're going to have some fun tomorrow and Wednesday. And don't forget, Thanksgiving is coming up. There might be some cool shit happening on Thanksgiving. We'll see. We'll see what we can do to help make sure you guys have a good turkey day. Because we want to make sure you have a good turkey day. I want to have a good turkey day. What better way to have a good turkey day than with you? So as always, we're going to end this episode with the same two things that we end every episode with, and that is a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Meaning, if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, we end with the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. The same knock-knock joke we have told 802 times. Oh boy, that's how good of a knock-knock joke it is. Are you ready? Knock, knock. Who's there?